In a galaxy filled with vibrant planets and strange creatures, a dark cloud loomed over them. A powerful energy wave was spreading rapidly, threatening to tear apart the very fabric of space. This wave was like a monstrous storm, and it affected everything in its path. Stars flickered, planets trembled, and entire civilizations were at risk. The Galactic Council, made up of leaders from different alien races, gathered for an urgent meeting. The council met in a grand chamber, surrounded by floating screens showing images of the chaos outside. The walls shimmered with lights, reflecting the worry and fear of the members. The alien queen, a tall and graceful figure with shimmering blue skin and bright eyes, stood at the head of the table. Her long hair flowed like waves, and her presence commanded respect. But today, her usual confidence was shaken. "We are in grave danger," she announced, her voice echoing through the chamber. "The energy wave is approaching fast. If we do not act quickly, our galaxy will be destroyed." Murmurs of concern rippled through the room. The leaders of the various races exchanged worried glances. A short, furry creature from a nearby planet spoke up. "We must find a way to stop it. Our scientists have been working non-stop, but we are running out of time." Another council member, a tall being with bright green skin and 3 eyes, added, "We need a plan, and we need it now. Every moment we wait puts us all at risk." The alien queen nodded gravely. She gestured to her advisors. "We have sent teams to investigate the source of this wave. Reports suggest it might be coming from a distant planet known as Earth. But humans are simple beings. Can they truly help us?" As the council discussed, the screens flickered with images of the chaos. Planets shook, and many alien species were already in panic. The queen felt a heavy weight on her shoulders. It was her responsibility to protect the galaxy. But what could she do when all her knowledge and power seemed insufficient? Suddenly, a voice broke through the chatter. A young alien named Zero, who had been quiet until now, stood up. "Your Majesty, perhaps we should consider involving the humans. I have heard stories about their resilience and creativity. They might see things differently than we do." The queen looked at Zaro, intrigued. "You believe a human can help us? They are known for their simple ways and lack of advanced technology." Zaro nodded eagerly. "Yes, but sometimes simple minds can think outside the box. They might find a solution where we have failed." The council debated this idea for a while. Some were skeptical, while others were curious. The queen weighed the options in her mind. Finally, she made a decision. "Very well. We will send a team to Earth to find a human who can help us. But we must act quickly." As the council agreed to the plan, the atmosphere shifted from despair to cautious hope. The queen felt a flicker of determination. If there was even a chance that a human could provide a solution, they had to try. Meanwhile, on Earth, a young boy named Alex was sitting in his room, surrounded by toys and puzzles. He loved solving problems, and today was no different. As he played with his blocks, he suddenly felt a strange sensation. It was as if something was calling to him from far away. He looked out of his window at the stars, feeling a connection to them. Little did Alex know his life was about to change forever. The galaxy needed him, and the alien queen was searching for a solution. With the council's decision made, the fate of the galaxy now rested on the shoulders of a young human child. As the council prepared to send their best team to Earth, the stars twinkled in the night sky. The energy wave continued to spread, but hope flickered like a candle in the darkness. Perhaps, just perhaps, the humans could help them in their time of need. The stage was set for an adventure that would change everything. On Earth, life was peaceful and quiet. Children played in parks, birds chirped in the trees, and families gathered for dinner. Among them was a 12-year-old boy named Alex. He was an ordinary child, but he had an extraordinary imagination. Alex loved puzzles and mysteries. While other kids played sports or watched television, he spent hours solving brain teasers and building with blocks. One sunny afternoon, Alex was in his room, surrounded by his toys. His walls were covered with drawings of spaceships, aliens, and planets. He dreamed of exploring the stars one day. Today, however, was different. As he played, a strange feeling washed over him. It was as if something big was happening far away, and he could feel it deep inside. Suddenly, he had a vivid dream. In this dream, Alex found himself floating in space, surrounded by bright stars and swirling galaxies. He saw a beautiful alien queen, her blue skin shimmering in the starlight. She looked worried, and around her were other aliens, all discussing a crisis that could destroy the galaxy. Alex felt a strong pull towards them, as if he had a part to play in this story. When he woke up, the dream lingered in his mind. He quickly grabbed his notebook and began to sketch what he had seen. He drew the alien queen and the council members, trying to remember every detail. As he sketched, ideas filled his mind. What if he could help them? What if he could solve their problem? The next morning, Alex went to school with a sense of excitement and curiosity. But he couldn't concentrate in class. His mind kept drifting back to the dream and the crisis in the galaxy. He doodled aliens in his notebook, not paying attention to the teacher. His best friend, Mia, noticed. "Alex, what are you doing? You're not even listening," she said, tapping him on the shoulder. Alex looked up, startled. "Sorry, Mia. I just had this really weird dream about aliens and a big problem in space. I can't stop thinking about it." Mia rolled her eyes playfully. "You and your wild imagination. Are you going to be an astronaut or something?" "Maybe," Alex replied with a smile. But deep down, he felt that this dream was more than just imagination. That evening, while he sat at his desk, Alex felt a strange urge to go outside. The stars twinkled in the night sky, and he felt a connection to them. As he stared up, he made a wish. "I want to know if I can help," he whispered. "I want to be a part of something big." Meanwhile, far away in the galaxy, the alien queen and her council were preparing to send a team to Earth. They had gathered their best scouts and warriors, ready to find the human child who might hold the key to saving the galaxy. The queen knew they were taking a big risk, but she had faith in Zaro's suggestion. Back on Earth, as Alex lay in bed, he could not shake the feeling that something was about to happen. Just then, a bright light flashed outside his window. He jumped up, heart racing, and peeked outside. A small spaceship hovered in the sky, shimmering like a star. Alex's eyes widened in shock. Could this be a sign? The ship descended slowly, and a beam of light enveloped Alex. Before he could react, he found himself lifted off the ground and inside the ship. Confused and amazed, he looked around. Alien technology surrounded him, and he could hear voices speaking in strange languages. "Is this real?" he thought, his heart pounding. "Am I really in a spaceship?" The door of the ship opened, and the alien queen stepped forward. She looked just like the queen from his dream. "You are Alex, the child we have been searching for," she said, her voice calm and powerful. "We need your help to save the galaxy." Alex couldn't believe his ears. This was his chance! He had always wanted to be part of an adventure, and now it was happening. With determination in his heart, he nodded. "I'll help you," he declared. As the ship soared into the stars, Alex realized this was the beginning of an incredible journey. He was not just a regular child anymore. He had a secret mission that could change the fate of the galaxy. The adventure of a lifetime was about to unfold, and Alex was ready for whatever lay ahead. As the small spaceship soared through the vastness of space, Alex could hardly contain his excitement. He looked out the window at the stars that twinkled like diamonds against the dark canvas of the universe. The alien queen sat next to him, her blue skin glowing softly in the dim light of the ship. "Welcome to my ship, Alex," she said with a warm smile. "We are heading to the Galactic Council, where leaders from many planets are waiting to hear your ideas. Are you ready?" Alex nodded eagerly, his heart racing. "Yes, Your Majesty. I'm ready to help." The ship glided smoothly into a docking bay on a massive space station. Alex could see the council chamber ahead, its walls shimmering with colors that danced like the northern lights. As they entered, Alex felt a mix of nervousness and thrill. He was about to meet powerful leaders from across the galaxy. The chamber was filled with representatives from various alien species, each looking more unique than the last. Some had multiple arms, others had colorful feathers, and a few glowed in the dark. All eyes turned to Alex and the Queen as they walked in. The atmosphere was tense, and Alex could sense the urgency in the room. The alien queen stepped forward and addressed the council. "Esteemed members, I present to you Alex, a human child who has a plan to save our galaxy from the energy wave. He may seem small, but his mind is full of great ideas." A murmur spread through the room. Some council members looked doubtful. A tall alien with 3 eyes raised a brow. "A child? How can he possibly help us? We are facing a crisis that could destroy our worlds." Alex felt a wave of nervousness wash over him. He looked at the Queen, who gave him an encouraging nod. Taking a deep breath, he stepped forward. I may be young, but I believe I can help, he said, trying to sound confident. Then please share your ideas with us, the Queen urged. Alex glanced at the crowd, his heart pounding. I had a dream about the energy wave. I believe it comes from a creature that feeds on energy, and it is growing stronger. We need to distract it or find a way to communicate with it. The council members listened intently, but some still looked skeptical. A large alien with thick scales spoke up. And how do you expect us to do that? We have tried everything and failed. What makes you think a child can succeed where we have not? Alex felt a spark of determination. I think we can create a signal to attract the creature's attention. We could use sound waves or light to draw it away from the planets. It's like how animals react to sounds. If we can understand its behavior, we might just find a solution. The room was silent for a moment as the council members exchanged glances. The alien queen smiled, clearly impressed. He has a point. Sometimes understanding nature is the key to solving problems. But we do not have time for experiments, protested a green-skinned alien. What if his plan fails? We could lose everything. Alex raised his voice, trying to stay calm. We can't give up hope. If we work together and act fast, we might just have a chance. I've been practicing with sound and light at home. I know we can make this work. The council members whispered among themselves. Slowly, they began to see the value in Alex's idea. The tall alien with 3 eyes finally spoke again. If we give him a chance, we must also prepare for the worst. If this plan fails, we need a backup ready. The Queen nodded. Agreed. We will gather resources and divide our teams to work on both Alex's plan and an alternative. Time is short, and every moment counts. With a newfound sense of purpose, Alex felt a surge of hope. He knew he had to prove himself. The council members began to discuss details and strategies, and Alex listened intently, taking notes. He could feel their determination growing, and he was proud to be a part of this vital meeting. As the discussion continued, Alex's confidence grew. He realized that he wasn't just a child anymore. He was a vital part of something much bigger. Together with the council, he was ready to face the energy wave and save the galaxy. With every passing moment, Alex felt a deep connection with the aliens around him. They were all united by a common goal to protect their worlds. The future was uncertain, but one thing was clear. Alex was determined to help. The adventure had only just begun, and he was ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. The Galactic Council meeting buzzed with excitement and urgency. Ideas flew around the room like sparks in a fire. Alex sat at a large table surrounded by alien leaders, each sharing their thoughts on how to address the energy wave that threatened their planets. Although he was the youngest in the room, he felt a sense of belonging among these remarkable beings. After hours of discussion, the council began to feel overwhelmed. Different opinions clashed, and tensions rose. Some members insisted on complex technology and elaborate plans, while others argued for brute force. Alex listened carefully, but the arguments seemed to go in circles. Then he raised his hand hesitantly. Excuse me, he called out, his voice shaky but determined. The room fell silent as all eyes turned to him. The Queen smiled encouragingly. Go ahead, Alex. We are listening. Alex took a deep breath. What if we try something simple? Instead of creating complicated machines, we could use basic sounds and lights to communicate with the creature. Maybe it doesn't understand our technology, but it might respond to simple signals. A murmur rippled through the council. The 3-eyed alien raised an eyebrow. You think the solution is that easy? We face a great threat, and you suggest something so basic? Yes, Alex replied, gaining confidence. Sometimes the simplest solutions are the best. Animals respond to sounds and lights in nature, so why not this creature? We can create a simple signal to attract it away from the planets. The Queen nodded thoughtfully. What kind of signals are you suggesting, Alex? I have some ideas, Alex said, excitement bubbling inside him. We can use a series of sounds like musical notes and different colors of light. It could be like a dance. If the creature is curious, it might follow the signal away from the planets. The council members exchanged glances. The tall alien with 3 eyes leaned back in his chair, intrigued. It is true that we often overlook the power of nature. Perhaps a combination of sound and light could work. Another council member, a sleek blue alien with fins, added, we could use instruments from various planets to create a unique sound. It might attract the creature better than anything else. Alex felt a rush of hope. Exactly. If we work together, we can make it special. Each of you could bring your unique sounds and colors. We'll create something beautiful that the creature cannot resist." The room buzzed with excitement again as council members began discussing Alex's idea. They started brainstorming how to gather the sounds and lights from their planets. Ideas flowed freely, and the tension that had filled the room slowly faded. The Queen looked at Alex with pride. "You have sparked inspiration in all of us, young one. We will combine our resources and create the signal as you suggested." The meeting soon transformed into a plan-making session. Teams were formed, and each member began to gather instruments and lights from their planets. Alex felt a sense of joy and unity among them. They were no longer just leaders, they were friends working together for a common goal. As the council continued to organize, Alex felt a connection with each alien species. They shared stories about their planets and cultures. He learned about their music, their festivals, and their ways of life. It was fascinating to see how different yet similar they all were. Days passed as the teams worked tirelessly to gather the sounds and lights. Alex was involved in every step, helping with ideas and designs. He felt proud to be part of this mission. The alien children also joined in, and together they created colorful drawings and musical patterns to add to their signal. Finally, the day arrived for them to test their creation. They gathered in a large open area on the space station. Excitement filled the air as everyone prepared for the demonstration. Alex stood at the center, feeling both nervous and thrilled. The council members arranged the lights and instruments, and Alex began to lead the group. With a wave of his hand, they started to play. The sounds filled the air. Melodies, rhythms, and harmonies mixed together in a beautiful symphony. At the same time, colorful lights danced around them, flashing and twinkling. Alex watched in awe as the lights pulsed to the beat of the music. It was mesmerizing. As the sounds echoed into the depths of space, they all hoped the creature would hear them and come closer. As the last note faded, silence enveloped them. Everyone held their breath, waiting. Then, from the darkness of space, a shimmering shape began to approach. The creature appeared, drawn to the music and lights. Alex gasped in awe. "It's working!" he exclaimed, heart racing with excitement. The council members cheered, their spirits lifted by the sight. Together, they had created a simple yet effective solution to the galactic crisis. This was only the beginning of their adventure, and Alex knew they were on the right path. With teamwork and creativity, they had taken the first step toward saving their worlds. The shimmering creature glided closer, drawn by the vibrant sounds and lights created by Alex and the council. Its massive body sparkled like a galaxy, and its many eyes twinkled with curiosity. The entire council stood in awe, their hearts filled with hope. This moment felt magical. As the creature approached, Alex felt a mix of excitement and nervousness. He had never seen anything like it before. It was both beautiful and powerful, and now it was here because of his idea. With a deep breath, he stepped forward, holding his hands up to signal peace. "Hello!" Alex called out, his voice steady. "We mean you no harm. We just want to understand you." The creature paused, tilting its head as if trying to comprehend his words. Alex could feel the tension in the air as everyone watched with bated breath. The council members exchanged glances, uncertain of what would happen next. Suddenly, the creature emitted a series of soft, melodic sounds that echoed through the space around them. Alex's eyes widened in amazement. "It's singing back!" he exclaimed. The council quickly joined in, playing their instruments and creating a harmonious response. They had no way of knowing if the creature understood them, but in that moment, music became their shared language. The alien beings played together, forming a symphony that resonated across the vastness of space. With each note, the creature seemed to dance, swirling around them in a graceful, mesmerizing manner. The colors of the lights reflected off its body, creating a dazzling display. Alex felt an overwhelming sense of joy. This was not just a creature, it was a part of the universe, and now they were connected through music. As the song continued, the creature began to glow brighter, and the energy wave that had once threatened their planets started to fade. The council members looked on in amazement, realizing that Alex's simple idea was not just working, it was transforming their reality. When the final note faded, the creature floated closer to Alex. He could feel its energy surrounding him, a warm and comforting presence. "Thank you for understanding me," it seemed to say with its glowing eyes. "I did not mean to harm your worlds. I was lost and afraid. Alex's heart swelled with emotion. "We want to help you. You don't have to be afraid anymore," he replied, feeling a connection that transcended words. The council members erupted in cheers, their voices ringing out in celebration. They had faced a great threat together and emerged victorious. In that moment, the council was not just a group of leaders, they were a family united by their shared experience and triumph. The creature, now calm and at peace, began to communicate in a way that Alex had never imagined. It sent waves of energy through the air, creating shapes and colors that told a story of its own, a story of loneliness, fear, and the search for belonging. As the creature shared its tale, Alex listened closely, absorbing every detail. He understood now that this creature had not come to destroy but to find a place in the universe. It needed help, just like all the other beings on their planets. Inspired, Alex turned to the council. "We should help it find a home. Maybe it can live near our planets where it can feel safe and not harm anyone." The Queen nodded, her eyes shining with admiration for Alex. "You are wise beyond your years, young one. We will work together to ensure this creature has a safe place in the galaxy." Plans were quickly formed. The council decided to create a sanctuary where the creature could live freely without endangering other worlds. They would protect it and learn from it, just as it had learned from them. As the meeting came to an end, Alex felt a deep sense of satisfaction. Not only had they saved their planets from the energy wave, but they had also forged a new bond with a being from another world. This experience had changed him forever. Before parting ways, the creature leaned close to Alex, its eyes glowing brightly. "Thank you for your kindness. You have given me hope," it said, and Alex felt a warm sensation in his chest. As the council members returned to their ships, Alex looked up at the stars, knowing that this was only the beginning of many adventures to come. He had faced challenges, formed friendships, and made a difference. With a heart full of hope and a spirit ready for new beginnings, Alex smiled. Together with the council, he was ready to explore the vast universe, eager to meet new beings and learn from them. This journey had opened his eyes to the possibilities ahead, and he was excited to see where it would lead.